Hey everyone! So sadly this is the last video that you're going to see from our American road trip.
Yep.
Ooh, I know, so sad. But yeah, so today for the last day we've come to Portland, Maine.
Yes.
We've stopped about 5 miles out, but as we were driving here, about a mile till we got here, it started to smell of fish.
Oh,
it was coming
pungent.
through the vents. Yeah, it was very strong,
yes.
and we could hear the seagulls, so we thought, yeah, we're very close now.
Yes, it's very pungent.
Yeah.
We are very close to the harbour, I believe, on this parking lot, because this is one of the cheapest parking lots. Portland Fish Pier, it says over there.
I think it said $15 all day.
Yeah, so not too bad.
Yeah.
Sadly, we are not doing a whale watching trip.
No, we should have been.
Yes,
Yeah.
so if you watched the last video, you would have noticed that during that we had an email saying our whale watching rib boat trip was cancelled because they couldn't steer the boat.
Which literally for us was the day before. So
yes.
yesterday for us,
Yep.
the last video for you where we mentioned it.
So we were looking last night, and the only one that was still at availability was an older boat, not ship, we're not on a cruise. Older boat that everybody was saying was rickety. They didn't have like staff out pointing out stuff and, you know, like a marine biologist and stuff. So we thought, no point wasting the money.
Yeah, and the boat that we were looking at instead was a bigger one that held more people on, whereas the one that we had booked was one of those little, are they rib boats?
Rib boats, yeah.
Where you sit on it almost like a saddle seat.
And there was maybe like 10 or 12 people
Yeah,
on.
about 10 people on. And it was like, oh, we should have been going on that one. You were close to the water.
Yeah.
And this boat just didn't look as good. And
no, it wasn't as good.
So it was really disappointing. But what was up with the boat? They couldn't
steer it.
Yeah, they couldn't steer it. So
hey ho.
Now what we can do.
We're still going to have a good time in Portland.
Yeah.
Go and get some lobster.
Yes.
And see what else there is to do.
Got to try a holy donut.
Oh yeah, potato donut. We'll go get one of them now because we haven't had no breakfast yet. We've parked at the Fish Pier front lot, and you don't pay at the Fish Pier front lot. You pay like 2 big blocks back.
The Spring Street garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheaper parking comes at the price of walking back, and
got to place this in the car now, which I've just dropped.
yeah. So if she doesn't drop it again and doesn't cost us another $15, we might get a bit more lobster.
I'll stick it in my pocket.
Yeah, that's probably a good place to start, isn't it? Right, so we've just come to the Holy Donut, which is a Portland kind of institution. They put potato in their donuts because there's a lot of potato in Maine, but I feel like everybody always knows Idaho potatoes. So maybe with the surplus, they put them in donuts. So there's actual potato in this donut. I've gone for a coconut one. I did want a blueberry one because they do a lot of wild blueberries in Maine as well, but they didn't have just the blueberry one. So I thought I'd go for a coconut one. Oh, they're really nice. It's not like a cake donut, because I'm not much for a cake donut. It's got like a really different texture. It's like crispier on the outside. You can tell it's got potato in. It's not like crispy like a roast potato or a fry. It just gives it a really nice texture. It's really delicious.
So I've gone for the vanilla donut. So on this New England trip, we've tried potato on a pizza in New Haven, and now we're having potato in a donut in Maine. It's not got big chunks of potato in that you can taste strongly. I think it just breaks up the sweetness of a donut and adds a bit more, it's a bit more savoury. It's nice though, yeah. You could eat like a few of them, whereas with like just a glazed donut, it's very sweet. So I could only manage one. I could manage 3 of them.
I honestly think that was one of my favourite donuts I've ever had. That was absolutely delicious. It's like a must try if you are coming to Portland, definitely. Now they did a bacon cheddar one on the menu. I didn't see it in the cabinet, but I bet that's really nice. Like bacon and cheddar cheese with a potato donut sounds amazing. With a bit of red sauce for dipping in.
Otherwise known as ketchup.
Ketchup.
Where we're from, it's
tomato
red
sauce, ketchup, red sauce, whatever you want to call it. That red stuff with tomatoes in, you dip fries in. Literally, since coming out of the donut shop, the sweet, sweet smell of the donut shop, all we've done is go in gift shops because of the smell of fish. It's very strong.
Kev, if you want fresh lobster in a bit, it's going to smell of fish around here, I'm afraid.
I know. Here's Starbucks. Oh,
Yeah,
the
let's
one and
go.
only Starbucks
Have you got the mug?
in Portland that looks very busy. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, they haven't got them. Oops. So we just come down to the waterfront. We were trying to see if we could catch one of the boats coming in with all the lobster on. Maybe we're a little bit later now because it's like about 11 a.m. Do they usually come in like very early morning?
Maybe.
Not sure, but we'll see if we can try and catch one. But I was just saying to Kev before, this wasn't intentional, but I feel like I'm dressed for, I should be out there with them, and when the boat comes in, like chucking all the lobster with the cages and stuff like ready.
Yeah, she thinks she's trolling.
Yeah.
And I think she's regretting it now because it's a bit warm now.
Yeah.
Oh, so we think, yeah, there we go. They've actually got a little boat coming in and they've got some lobsters there. If you could just make it out. I am zoomed in quite far because it's not the easiest place to try to find some little boats. It's very small little piers and there's all restaurants and we're standing next to some bins, so it's not the easiest place.
So I told you, I'm dressed ready. I'll go jump down there and offload them baskets of, I was going to say crabs, lobsters.
And they aren't in
Lobsters.
baskets now.
Nets.
Stacey didn't
Buckets.
realise how you caught
Oh yeah,
a
we were
lobster.
having that conversation before. I was saying to Kev, do you have to go quite out far in deep waters for lobster, or are they in the shallows? Or
I think
does it
you get
depend on what lobster?
Yeah, I
We're
think
having
you
these
get a mix.
conversations walking around, weren't
Stacey
we?
thought you kind of trolled them with a big net.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise, oh, there's something like kind of there. I'm guessing, oh, there. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Like these are like lobster pots. These little yellow ones. Can you see them there?
Feel kind of like a basket.
Yeah.
Basket net
But you thought it was a big net and they
Yeah, I
trolled
thought
them
it
like
was a
you do
big
with
net.
like the fish.
Yeah. There you go. You learn something new every day.
Right, so we've come to the High Roller Lobster Company now. 2 reasons. Number 1, I wanted to try a lobster corn dog. And number 2, Stacey needed to go to the toilet.
Desperately.
Yeah, and there's not many public toilets in Maine, so we basically had to come now. But yeah, it's a lobster tail, deep fried in cornmeal batter, just like a corn dog. Some weight to that. Ooh, this is red hot. I think I'm going to burn my mouth, but you might as well eat it while it's warm, right? Right, so I'm not making this up. I got no lobster in the first bite, so we're going for a second quick one.
I believe you. Not.
That is delicious. It's got that thick cornmeal breading to it, and then like the sweet, crunchy lobster inside. It's something different, isn't it? It's a bit different than a normal lobster roll, let's put it that way.
So yeah, I've got to give it a try. Like Kev said, it's something different, and you got to have lobster when in Maine. I got no lobster on that bit either.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
We've got some sauces come with it. Did you have mayo?
Lobster mayo, lime mayo.
I think it needs a bit of sauce.
Yeah.
But it's very nice. The lobster's very nice. I've only ever had lobster once before, and that was on a cruise ship, and it was a tiny piece. So
that's a tail of lobster.
Is this a lobster tail?
Yeah.
Is it? Right. Okay. Yeah, I like it. It's nice.
And she had to have
different.
she had to have a basket of fries as well.
Ooh, how did they get on there?
So we've just got to the Portland Observatory. It's been here since 1807, and I believe Stacey read some facts that I don't know.
Only about there's no elevator up there and it's 100 steps, Kev.
That's more than I know.
It's not. I don't know about the history.
Didn't you say something about it's the oldest standing tower of its type in the United States?
Something like that, yeah. So for $10 each, we're going to go up it. It'll probably offer some, well, we're hoping it's going to offer some nice views over Portland once we're at the top. So we've gone up the first 10 steps already, only another 94 to go, because it did say there was 104 altogether on the information boards downstairs. But as you go up each level of 10 stairs, there is information boards that tells you a bit about the structure, which isn't a lighthouse, by the way. That's what it says downstairs, even though from the outside it looks like a lighthouse. But it was saying that years ago, a guy used to own it and he used to charge companies $5 a year. He would look out at the sea because he was capable with his telescope of looking 18 miles out, and he would inform the ship's company because they would have a logo on the ship. So he could tell them, your ship is close by now, come down to the harbour and get ready to, get your workmen there, and they could offload the ship. I suppose it saved time, and you have to pay for offload and use the space at the harbour,
like a pier point, a dock point or something,
like the docking point, you'd have to pay for that. So it saved money and resources by him telling them when they were close to, and then they could get ready. Saves them wasting time and hours and a lot of money.
Oh, that's interesting. So this information board tells you how the tower was used for plane spotting during World War II, because the port had an anti-submarine net to protect the harbour, but then the port was susceptible to air attack, so they used the tower for spotting the planes.
You just use that as an excuse to, we've sat down a minute, so you're just pretending like you're reading off that board, aren't you, Kev?
I was reading off that board.
I know you were. There's loads of information boards on your way up with loads of interesting facts. But yeah, we just sat down for a minute. We've got one floor left to go. But I was just reading so altogether, because we were just saying, how high is it?
Yeah.
And I just Googled it, so it's 86 feet.
Yes.
I was thinking it was bigger than that.
It looked bigger than that, but that's probably because it kind of snuck up on us as we were walking up. We didn't see it, and then it was just the other side of a building, so it was like right underneath. It was like,
we didn't see it till we were right here, did we?
No.
So I was just reading as well. So back in 1807, when it was built, the original cost was $5,000. They then restored it in 1939 at a cost of $6,000, and then in 1998 they restored it for $1.2 million.
Oh, and as you can see over at Stacey's shoulder, there's a window. There are windows on each level, so you can see as you are going up. So maybe if you feel a little bit claustrophobic, each level is pretty open.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, and there are windows to look out of.
Little creaky. So these are an example of some of the flags that the guy, I think his name was something Moody. So anyway, the guy that owned the building, so this is what he would signal with to let these ship companies know that their ship was coming into shore. So
we're at the top now. So it turns out there's two cruise ships in. We've got the Norwegian Gem and the Celebrity Eclipse. I was going to say Eclair then. That's not a ship.
Chocolate Eclair.
Chocolate Eclair.
But got food on the mind.
Well, when do I not have food on the mind, let's be fair. But no, there's some beautiful views of the harbour and the surrounding areas up here. So there is some little boats out there. I wonder if any of them got some lobster. Another thing you could do if you wanted, there is a ferry to some of the smaller islands. Obviously we didn't pre-plan this because we thought we were going on the whale watching trip. So if we had more time, maybe we could have planned this a little bit better. But if you fancy going to some of the smaller islands, that could be another option for you. Right, so hopefully this is the last gift shop I've been dragged into. She has got some stuff now. We haven't been able to find a license plate though, unfortunately. So we'll have to try get that maybe off eBay.
I said to Kev, which is only going to prove actually that you do wash the dishes, I'm going to get that and it's going to go in the kitchen window because Kev always takes his wedding ring off. I said you can pop it in there now so it doesn't end up lost. So there you do, Kev. There you go, Kev, you do wash the dishes.
So this is literally the last gift shop before we get back to the car, and we've actually found this big old box of old license plates. I do prefer the old license plates. If we have to get the, what would you call them, say, it's like the generic one, like we got to get from Vermont, we'll get them. But look at that one.
You prefer the actual real ones?
Yes, yeah. Like this old warm one. Look, it's got Lobster on from 1999. So I'm going to fish through all this, but I think this is my favourite so far. Oh, we've even found the Connecticut one. We didn't get that one either. I'm going to have a good sort through.
We got Salem,
Boston, and Vermont.
Oh yeah, we did.
So I'm
going to find a New Hampshire one.
Oh, Georgia one.
Went there.
Yeah, but
beginning of the year.
Yeah, oh, yeah, we did, didn't we? But we keep saying each time we come, we're going to bring a screwdriver and just find which ones we need. And did we get North Carolina?
No, get North Carolina. I think we got South Carolina at the beginning of the year. Yeah, get that one.
Ooh, we've dropped on here.
Well, yeah, we were going to get a screwdriver. Yeah. When you go around the parking lots, there's loads from different states.
Yeah.
And obviously, for legal reasons, we are joking, by the way. We are not criminals that go around with screwdrivers taking off license plates.
Nope.
It's not us.
So we've said on other videos on this trip, we've not really gone past their Whole Foods, and there's one here. We've just drove up because we're going to the other lobster place after, so we thought we might as well drive up here. It's only across the road, really.
And Kev loves a Whole Foods.
I love Whole Foods. It's amazing. Oh, just the smell walking in. I love Whole Foods. It might be pricey, but it's absolutely delicious. Now, where is the bakery? Because the fruit, all these nicely presented vegetables are all well and good, but I'm here for cookies. Right, as the seafood counter got Maine lobster, because if it hasn't, then it's a travesty, really. What have they got? Cooked lobster cocktail claws. Product of Canada. Absolutely disgusting. We're in Maine and they've come from Canada. I know it's only up the road,
but that, yeah. We found the frozen one, and even that is a product of Canada. Not that there's anything wrong with Canadian lobster, I'm sure. But come on, we've seen them get it off the boat literally across the road. You've only got to bring it a mile.
Oh, here's the bakery. Not so much the bread. Here we go.
Excuse me?
Cakes. Yes, you like the bread,
I like the
Stacey,
bread, yeah.
But the cakes are magnificent from here. Also, if you see this little cookie counter here, come and try these, either the dark milk or white, but they haven't got the milk. These almond lace cookies. These are the best cookies we've ever had. We always get one. Stacey's a bit gutted they haven't got the milk.
No, I'll have the milk, white chocolate one. I'll get you the dark chocolate.
Yes, I do like the dark
I know
chocolate.
we're on our way for some lobster rolls, but these are only thin.
Yeah, they are.
They're
The
only all
paper thin, aren't they, really?
We've
Yeah.
said a lot on this trip, haven't we? Even in New Haven, having that pizza. It's big, but it's only thin.
Yeah, it's thin. It's thin.
We'll
We'll put it on a
holiday.
t-shirt. That's a salad bowl. We're not really bothered about all of them, but I'm absolutely gutted. Usually, they have like little cheese sections where you can taste some cheese, and they've got none. Gutted. But this is always dead. Smells dead nice here. All the like pay by the gram like food section where you just wait and it's all warm. It's always nice here. The pizzas are pretty legit as well. And then if you're an Amazon member, you can get a large hot cheese pizza for $8. That's crazy. Oh, on a Friday. So if on a Friday you're hungry and you're an Amazon member, come get a large cheese pizza. Oh, if you've never had one of these, it's like a flat brandy snap that's got cinnamon in it, and like loads of gnarly chocolate. And I'd just like to point out, Stacey's was heavier than mine.
It was. We were playing guess whose was going to be the heaviest.
Yeah.
And it was mine. But you had more of that lobster. What did we eat before? Lobster corn dog.
Yeah, you had all the fries.
You had more of that. Hey, I didn't. You had loads as well.
So a quick change of plan. Instead of going for some lobster, we thought we'd go to the lighthouse first and then go back for some lobster once we're a little bit hungrier. But on the way there's a Starbucks, and we did get the Maine mug. It's one of the new ones, and it does have a lobster on it.
So we've come down to Fort William Park now. We just had a little walk around. It's absolutely beautiful here. Got stunning views of the ocean. And then behind me is Portland Headlight, aka it's a lighthouse.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a big car or something.
Yeah, one big headlight or something looking out at the ocean. But no, it's the lighthouse. And I believe it's the oldest lighthouse in Maine. Now, there is a little museum next to it. And for a couple of dollars, if you want to know more about the history of the lighthouse, you can pay the couple of dollars and go in there. If you want to go in or up the actual lighthouse, I do believe as well there's only one day a year where the lighthouse is open to the public, and it's known as Lighthouse Day or something like that. So yeah, if you want to go up it, you've got one shot at it, and it's once a year. But whatever date that is, I don't know. You'll have to Google it.
Yeah, so like they said, this is the oldest lighthouse in Maine, but this one just to the right of it here, it's pretty dirty. You'd think that was the oldest, really. This one looks pristine.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I've got it right. I'm pretty sure it's that one and not that little old dirty looking thing behind.
So the idea was we were going to drive back to near where the Whole Foods was and go to a place called Bite into Maine, which is where we were going to have the lobster roll. They did a flight of 3 little mini ones, and we were going to try different flavours. But they've actually got a food truck right over there. They don't do the flight, but they do a big old lobster roll. So we had the 6 ounce. It did cost $43, but it's okay. We're having one between us. we don't have the budget on this channel for 2 $43 sandwiches each. But oh, I mean, look at all that lobster. We had it the Maine way, which was, because we're in Maine, so it's a very small little bit of mayo and chives. So at least there's a good amount of filling in here. That is stunning. I mean, look at the backdrop as well. Larry the lobster and his friends have come straight out of that ocean somewhere over there, straight into my little brioche roll, and it's absolutely delicious. We were tempted to go Maine way or Connecticut way, which was just warm butter, but I think the chives just really make it, and the smidgen of mayonnaise.
I said to have it the Maine way.
Yes, Stacey did say I have to have it the Maine way. She was right.
So I'm glad it's called Bite into Maine and not Bite into Canada like the lobster in Whole Foods.
Good point.
I'm just saying.
Good point.
Just saying. It looks absolutely delicious. So, you know, before the corn dog that we had, the lobster corn dog.
Yes.
So that was lobster tail.
Yes.
So will this be a bit of everything?
Yeah, you can
Like
see like
meat-wise from the lobster.
some of the darker bits like there. That might be
Yeah.
a bit of claw meat where it's touched the shell, but it's all the same. It's all lobster.
I didn't know you could eat the meat from a lobster's claw. Can
Well,
you?
have you seen the size of them? Like
Yeah,
the
they
size
are
of your
big.
hands.
Yeah, I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
They're a bit more fiddly if you get all the meat out.
Oh, they
yeah,
is.
but
Oh, okay.
it's still good eating. Shut up and shove it in your mouth.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not a lobster expert. You know, I said earlier on that the only place we tried it is on a cruise ship, and because we had nothing else to compare it to at the time, and it was like a tiny piece, it seemed very rubbery.
Oh,
at the
oh
time.
yeah, it was overcooked and horrible.
And now eating this because it's like fresh. Oh, that is really nice. And yeah, Kev was a bit thingy when I said, have it the Maine way. You thought it was going to be smothered in the mayo
Yes.
and take away the taste of the actual lobster
Yes.
that we've paid a lot of money for, if Kev hasn't already mentioned it. But yeah, it's nice because it's just a hint of it with the chives. But yeah, it's really nice. So now we can say, Kev, that we've tried lobster in Maine. So we just finished off that lobster roll. It was delicious. We both just said, oh, I could eat another one.
One, I could eat 8.
Kev could eat 8. But yeah, we're just looking out now at this gorgeous view. We were just saying, just weren't we, how gutted we are still that we couldn't do that boat trip. It would have been so good.
And we brought seasickness tablets. We brought from home. We brought we looked online yesterday at the wave forecast and the wind forecast and all that stuff, and it was good. Absolutely gutted, but there's not much we can do about a broken steering column or something.
Yeah, they don't want to steer us into some rocks or something.
And I can tell you one thing, I'm eating all of these little crisps for $43 bloody.
Get the crumbs and everything, and then pieces of chive.
Oh, I know.
We've paid for them.
Oh, lobster! Oh, I'm not missing out on that. Oh,
Gosh, $43, get it eaten.
I know.
So that's the end now of our New England road trip. Yeah. So 7 states visited altogether, 6 that were new for us, and then a return back to the state of New York where we went to Albany this time. But it's just been absolutely amazing. Some lovely memories made, and I will miss it and all the scenery. It's just been amazing. We always say that when we've been out to the States. Yeah,
it's been beautiful, like say, driving through all Vermont and all that. Yeah. Got to go Ben and Jerry's factory. Yeah. All that good stuff.
Like, some of it seems like ages ago, doesn't it, when we're talking about it?
I know.
In some sense, it seems like ages ago, but then we keep saying it's been 12 days now and we're still not ready to go home.
No,
in
we're
that
never
sense,
ready
it's
to go
gone
home,
quick,
are we?
but I think that's because, we're never ready to go.
Yeah, I think the problem this time has been because at the start of the year we went for a month.
Yeah, we were very lucky to come out to the States for a month. Yeah.
But like we went for a month.
So
and
this
then
has gone quicker now.
Yeah, it just seems like, oh, God, is that it already? But tomorrow we fly home. We're just having that as a bit of a wind down day. We've got so we're in Maine now. Tonight we're stopping in Portsmouth.
Is that about an hour away?
Yeah, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And then it's say an hour-ish, hour and a half maybe, drive towards Boston Airport the next day. So we're about halfway in between. Yeah. We're just going to have a bit of a mooch in the morning. Yeah. Stacey's already said that she might want a Panda Express before getting on the plane.
Oh, yeah, it did, didn't I? Yeah.
So she's already decided.
We had one on the first day, so we've got to have one on the last day.
Yeah. But we thought we'd just call it quits with the lovely view behind.
Yeah.
Well, we got a view over there as well, but you can see the water behind us.
It's nice. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. But it's nice for us now just to wind down and, like I say, because we hope that you have enjoyed all the videos that we've made, and if you're thinking of doing something similar, and doing this New England road trip, we hope it's shown off these beautiful states and makes you want to come even more and do it. So any questions about any of the things we've come across, just ask us down below. We are going to do after this video just a road trip tip kind of video.
Yeah, so we've had a few people asking, haven't we?
Yeah, so we'll do one a bit more specific because we've picked up tips along the way on this road trip as well. But it's just been absolutely amazing, and we hope you've enjoyed the videos.
So I feel like I want to go find a 7-Eleven to wash down my very expensive lobster roll with a Slurpee, a cheap Slurpee. I'm going to go from high end to low end. That's me.
I might have one last full fat American Dr. Pepper.
We already had one today.
Another one last full. I said that was going to be my last one, didn't I? So one more last American Dr. Pepper.
But that wasn't a cream soda one.
It wasn't. No, that's true.
So
and I want a cream soda because that's my favourite. So yeah, I'll get that one.
So we're gonna just soak up these last few moments of scenery.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave it there. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.